Alright, so we're going to walk through this again. Again, I know that these are both 6.5 because it says it's congruent. I know that these are both 5 because it says that they're congruent. I know that this is 4 because this is a centroid. Okay, so this is going to be half of this piece. I know that this whole long piece is going to be, this blue line is going to be 12 because 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay, because it's a centroid, right? Alright, so GL.
What's a centroid?
Huh?
What's a centroid?
A centroid is when you take the vertex and you go to the midpoint, right? And you take a vertex and you go to the midpoint, and it creates this piece where it's 3 pieces. This is a piece, and this is 2 pieces, right? So this is always half of this piece. Okay? Alright. So the other thing is KLM. KLM. So I know that GL is 12. I know that PL is 4. I know that HL is 5. Okay, I know that GJ, we don't know what GJ is. So, now it's time to find GJ. Okay? And the way to do that, if we could, we would draw this line, right? From our mid-segment. We could draw that line, right? That would be creating a mid-segment. Whatever that is this. Right? But there's another way to do it. We know what this length is, right? It's 12. We know what this length is, right? It's 5. And it's a right triangle. Okay? So we have this right triangle that's 8 and 5. So that means that 8 squared plus 5 squared equals x squared. Okay? So this is that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Pythagorean theorem. Okay? So that means you have 64 plus 25 equals x squared. So 64 plus 25 is what, 89? Okay? And then we're going to take the square root of 89. 89. It's not divisible by 3, not divisible by 2, not divisible by 5. 7, no. 11, no. 13, no. So it's done. So that's the that's how big GJ is. So GJ is the square root of 89. Okay? Now they want to know what the perimeter is. Well, if I know that this length is 6.5 plus 6.5, so 13, and this length is 12, and 12 and 13 is 25, then it's going to be 25 plus the square root of 89. Right? I can't add those two because one's a square root, one's not. Now you can put it in the calculator and figure it out, and that's fine. You know it's going to be 9 point something, 9.1, 9.2. So 25 plus 9.2 is going to give you 4.2 or something like that. Okay? The area now. What is the area? The area is the height times the base times 1/2. Right? So if we wanted to come up with the decimal, we could do the square root. Let's just do the square root of 89 real quick. 9.4. Okay? So that's 9.4. And then that would be 34.4. Okay? Okay, if you did the approximate value, this would be the equal value. And then the area is going to be the height times the base times 1/2, right? So what's the height? Oops, sorry about that. I messed up. This isn't 8. That's not 8. This length is how much?
12.
12. I was wondering what was going wrong. So that means this is 12. So this is 144. So this is 169. Right? So that means X is 13. So this is actually 13. And if this is 13 and this is 13, wait, is that right? Yeah, 13. So 13, 13, and 12, right? So what we have is the perimeter is actually 13 plus 13 plus 12. Sorry about that. 13 plus 13 plus 12. So that's 25. So that's 33. Okay? And then, did we do that right? Yeah. That's 69, yeah. Alright, so then we want to find the area. And it's half of the 12. What's half of 12? So it's 1/2 times the base times the height. So 1/2 times 5 times 12. So we can do half of 12, which is 6, times 5, which is 30. So the area is 30. Okay? So those are the answers. And then I'll have to go over the proof with period 7.